Hello, it's been a minute. Sorry. It's good to see you. I had a couple things to talk about today. Maybe two possibly conflicting and opposite but interesting things. Three things. One, I got a new hat. I was really excited about this. I got a new hat. So I'm just making a video because I like looking at my hat. Um, no, I was at the exercise place, hashtag humble brag, the exercise store, where I pay them some money and then a very nice lady tells me to do things that I don't want to do and that make me sad. So I did that this morning early. Um, and I was thinking, and I don't like going to these places sometimes because my body is like, it's like if the panda from Kung Fu Panda and Kermit the Frog had a baby, and then that baby got bitten by a zombie, and then that zombie was drawn by an 8-year-old, and that 8-year-old is not very good at drawing. That's more or less what my body looks like. You can imagine. You don't have to imagine it if you don't want to, but that's roughly kind of how I look in a gym. And so I'm doing these things, and I'm just like, it's good to just start my day feeling like a failure, like I'm bad at stuff. That just puts me in the right frame of mind, right? The one thing I get out of it as I look around is I go, and like there's people that have been there for a long time who I know are like really good, who've done this stuff before, and who have like a skill level and a fitness level. And I look over and they also look sad. They also are like sweating like that, and they maybe they don't look their best. They're tired and they're kind of grunting and they're like, oh my god, and so part of me is just like, because I'm descended from a certain type of New Englander, I'm like, yes, we are all suffering and this is good. This is what life is supposed to be. But the other is that, like, oh, they are suffering too. The suffering is not unique to my skill level or my weird Kung Fu Panda Kermit the Frog zombie 8-year-old drawing body type. I'm not suffering because I am uniquely flawed and failing at this or in some way deficient. I'm suffering because it's hard. And even the people who are good at it, it is also hard. The people who I would regard as being better at sorts of things, whatever, being more in shape, more fit, more coordinated, less stupid about things, exercise related. I'm like, oh, it's hard, and that's kind of satisfying to go like, hard work is hard, and the way that I'm feeling about it in the moment actually has nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with my skill or talent or ability level. It's hard because it's hard. And when you do things with other people and you're able to talk to them about things that are hard, you go, oh yeah, shit, that's hard, right? And then they tell you things are hard. You're like, oh yeah, that's hard for you. That's hard for me too. So like, plus one to maybe there's a community angle there, and a reminder that the way that it is hard is not a story about you. It is a story about the thing that is happening. So that's one angle. Another is, this might be getting long, sorry. I was talking to a friend yesterday, and they were saying I might undervalue some of the work that I'm doing. Maybe this is like the opposite thing, because I've been doing it for a while and I'm really good at it, and it does not feel as hard to me as it should. And so maybe I'm like, well, if I'm not suffering and if I don't feel like I'm working very hard, like, how do I know if I'm doing enough? How do I know if I'm like working hard enough, delivering enough value? But then I look around and realize, like, no, I'm just an expert at this, and it is less hard to me than it is for some people nearby. And so they needed to maybe look behind them at where they've come from and go like, oh yeah, I've got some skills that I'm bringing here, and if I'm doing a thing that is not extremely difficult, um, that is kind of a story. Like for them, I think the story is like, oh yeah, just because I'm not constantly suffering doesn't mean I'm not working hard enough, or doesn't mean that I'm not delivering enough value. They had to understand, and I relate with that a lot, because I think I tend to classify things into two categories, like opposite and extreme categories, which is that things are either very easy for me or they're impossible. So I'm doing stuff and it's exciting, I'm engaged, I'm like, oh, this feels easy, we have momentum, it's good. And then things get difficult and challenging, I go, well, I can't do this part, it's impossible. And it's easy to snap to easy or impossible. So I was in the exercise store and I was coding things as impossible, and myself as a failure as a result, and my friend was coding things as easy and maybe not trying hard enough. And those are probably both wrong. And I think the answer in both cases was to look around, and see yourself in context of other folks, in context of the work, in context of where you've come and the progress that you've made and stuff like that. So anyway, I was thinking about those things and I wanted to show you my hat. I hope that you have a good day.